You're thinking for the rest of your life is that time is precious, time is short, and you don't want to waste it.
Obviously, I have a fight for my life that I deal with every day.
Bob had to get, removed and dissected to see his pathology, and then I had to do some more brain radiations. Everything is going really well. I mean, you hear the word remission.
I know.
It's a rush of different emotions. It's stage 4 breast cancer that spread into my bones. I go in and I get my blood work done once a month, and I get PET scans done every 6 months. I've had a year to let this, sit and resonate with me. People think that I'm sick, and therefore I'm unable to, perform. My husband was phenomenal. He, took off a ton of work, really took fantastic care of me.
The Beverly Hills 90210 star opens up in People's latest cover story about her stage 4 cancer diagnosis and how she hopes to inspire others by focusing on her future. A stellar career. Shannen Doherty has had a charmed life, but the last 8 years have taken a toll. From health emergencies to the ultimate betrayal, she has seen how beautiful and ugly life can be at the same time. Famed for her many roles of television and film, including as Jenny Wilder in Little House on the Prairie, Maggie Malene in Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Kris Witherspoon in Our House, Heather Duke in Heathers, Brenda Walsh in Beverly Hills 90210, and again in BH 90210, Prue Halliwell in Charmed, and Dobbs in Fortress. Lately, Shannen Doherty shared the heartbreaking news that her best friend of almost 3 decades, Deborah Wacknin Harwin, passed away of cancer. The 48-year-old actress uploaded a series of photos documenting their friendship through the years, from hanging out with their families to enjoying a girls-only vacation at the beach. Paying emotional tribute to her buddy, the Beverly Hills 90210 actress painted a picture of who Deborah was, not only as a friend, but as a mother to her extraordinary daughter Olivia and wife of the love of her life, Craig.
You're thinking for the rest of your life is that time is precious, time is short, and you don't want to waste it. Seize the day, you live for today, and I'm actually the opposite. I'm very much like a planner for tomorrow now.
I'm not afraid of death, because I know where I'm going.
They look at you like you're dead man walking, basically.
Obviously, I have a fight for my life that I deal with every day.
Yeah, I'm Brandon's sister.
Do you really think I'm hot? Wow, that's outrageous. I mean, it's not as cool as New Wave, but it's a lot better than Preteen.
Don't give up. You can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. You just have to work hard at it.
Her youth has been filled with Hollywood glamour and drama, and she has enjoyed a reputation for a hellraiser. But life has a way of maturing all of us, and Shannen has done a lot of growing up in the last decade. All this time, she has been battling the same demon at her end. The lows she is experiencing have been draining, but the actor is standing tall and strong. A hard life. Shannen Doherty is staying strong despite a new development in her battle with stage 4 breast cancer, and she doesn't mince words. "I don't want to unalive," Doherty, 52, told People in an interview published Wednesday, November 29, revealing that the disease has spread to her bones. Doherty remains determined to fight the illness, asserting, "I'm not done with living. I'm not done with loving. I'm not done with creating. I'm not done with hopefully changing things for the better." The Beverly Hills 90210 alum was initially diagnosed with breast cancer in March 2015, undergoing chemotherapy through February 2017. Doherty's 8-year journey with cancer has led her to reflect on the big picture of her life, a theme she will explore on her memoir-style podcast, Let's Be Clear with Shannen Doherty, premiering December 6 on iHeartRadio, where she plans to discuss everything from career highlights and past relationships to the numerous stages of her illness and health regimens.
I'm working on something right now that'll be not a book. It'll be very interactive with people.
As you just said, revealing her stage 4 breast cancer has spread. The actress saying she is embracing life.
I go in and I get my blood work done once a month, and I get PET scans done every 6 months.
I've had a year to let this, sit and resonate with me.
I think I was good. Not that that wasn't scary. You think about brain swelling. And
People think that I'm sick, and therefore I'm unable to,
perform. Open your mouth wide and a little pressure, nothing shit hurt. It's just weird.
I'm gonna be that person with stage 4 cancer that lives the longest.
After her initial breast cancer diagnosis, Doherty had a mastectomy and underwent chemotherapy and radiation. At the time, she had been married to Kurt Iswarienko and gave a detailed account of how she broke the news to him. "I called him, which was horrible of me. I was in the car. I was with my mom, and the doctor called me, and I'm going to wait until I see him, and I just couldn't. So I picked up the phone and I called him, and he was like, 'Where are you?' When I got home, he hugged me and said, 'We are going to get through this. You're going to be okay. We are going to get through this. You're strong and you're powerful, and you're not going anywhere. You have so much to do in your life. We are going to get through it as a family.' Of how it had impacted her marriage, she was all praises for her husband. "My marriage was always strong, but it's made my marriage 1,000 times stronger. I could not have gotten through this without my husband." How it turned out later, though, is another story which we'll get back to later. In April 2017, she revealed on Instagram she went into remission, but by 2019, the cancer returned, and she announced her diagnosis of metastatic stage 4 cancer the following year. When you ask yourself, why me, why did I get cancer, and then why did my cancer come back, why am I stage 4, that leads you to look for the bigger purpose in life, she explains. She hopes to raise awareness and funds for cancer research, while showing that people with terminal cancer still have plenty to contribute to the world. "It's insane to me that we still don't have a cure," she says. In June, Doherty shared on Instagram that the cancer had spread to her brain and that she had undergone surgery 5 months earlier to remove a brain tumor. The announcement read that a CT scan performed on January 5 showed that she had brain metastases. She had declared at the time that, "I am clearly trying to be brave, but I am petrified." But she wasn't beaten down, and her unbroken spirit shone through as, with dark humor, she named it Bob.
Bob had to get, removed and dissected to see his pathology, and then I had to do some more brain radiation. My husband was phenomenal. He, took off a ton of work, really took fantastic care of me.
I don't think I realized that that's what it was. I just thought that, I was doing something that was beneficial.
You said you slayed cancer in 2017.
Yeah,
Good Morning America.
Slayer.
Yeah.
I'm not done with life. I'm not done with living. I'm not done with loving. I'm not done with creating.
Worry most about the people that you love and about making sure that they're going to be okay.
Radiation is not going to get rid of what he sees is embedded in him for the rest of his life.
Everything's going really well. I mean, you hear the word remission.
I know.
It's a rush of different emotions. Now I'm very focused on like the future and doing, yes, everything that I can now.
Evolved, we have faced, challenges and ups and downs, and it's, changed many of us in many ways.
Really interesting. Doherty said despite everything, she's still hopeful that she will find romantic love again.
Warriors themselves and look at it as like, this is what I'm going through with this human being, and it's worth every second.
He had to get removed and dissected to see his pathology, she explains. "It was definitely one of the scariest things I've ever been through in my entire life." She continued to be transparent with her followers about her recent health battles. She went so far as to share a behind-the-scenes video on Instagram before having surgery to remove a tumor in her head. But in the midst of the fight for her life, she experienced heartbreak when she divorced her husband. "Divorce is the last thing Shannen wanted," Doherty's rep Leslie Sloan told People in a statement at the time. Unfortunately, she felt she was left with no other option. Sloan also alleges that Iswarienko's agent was intimately involved with their divorce. The couple had separated in January and cited irreconcilable differences as reason for their divorce.
It's stage 4 breast cancer that spread into my bones. So there's, every 6 months is pretty scary because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. I've learned that sometimes people are great going through it initially. Take meds every single night, and that's when I have to think about it because I'm swallowing pills and I'm not a good pill salt. I felt lost for a second. I was like, now what? Like my whole life has been about this battle, what felt like my whole life.
And I think that that's something that's very beautiful because you really learn to appreciate the moments that need to be appreciated.
It's been a journey. It was, definitely one of the scariest things I've ever been through in my entire life.
A few hours before the news of the filing broke, Doherty shared a cryptic message on Instagram. "The only people who deserve to be in your life are the ones who treat you with love, kindness, and total respect," read the post, which was also shared to her Instagram story. Doherty went one step further by requesting the court to be awarded spousal support and asking her estate not be awarded to her estranged photographer husband. Thank God there were no children in the mix. Refusing to give in to an unrelenting enemy, Shannen is continuing to fight on. The latest in her arsenal in this fight is her hope to get into clinical trials as new treatments are developed. It is estimated 168,000 people are living with metastatic breast cancer, according to the Susan G. Komen organization. But she is most driven by her desire to prove that she can work despite her cancer diagnosis. And it's that deep-seated sense of discipline that helps to carry on. People just assume that it means you can't walk, you can't eat, you can't work. They put you out to pasture at a very early age. You're done, you're retired, and we're not, she says. We're vibrant, and we have such a different outlook on life. We are people who want to work and embrace life and keep moving forward. Each morning, the actress feels grateful for another day with her friends, her family, and her German Shepherd, Bowie.
You have the ability to it takes work and perseverance and a lot of dedication and faith. I just try to act normal and believe that life is, you just move on. There were, a few little glitches that I noticed in the beginning that I called the brain surgeon and had conversations.
I mean, I learned so much about myself. I learned so much about the world and about people in it.
I have a horrible reaction to steroids, so I tried to cut down on the steroids.
My greatest memory is yet to come, she says. I pray. I wake up and go to bed thanking God, praying for the things that matter to me without asking for too much. It connects me to a higher power and spirituality. My faith is my mantra. Determined to focus on the positive, she explains, when you have cancer, everything is more poignant and the sky is bluer. I know it sounds cheesy and crazy, but you're just more aware of everything. And you feel so blessed. We're the people who want to work the most because we're just so grateful for every second, every hour, every day we get to be here. No matter how hard things get, her indomitable spirit continues to shine through and impress us all. That's all we have for you, folks. Join us next time.